Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays the Binding of Isaac AFTERBIRTH Plus. A fairly smooth 20th win yesterday. You know what we say, onwards to 30. ZK6N, R4JD, and Sad Onion's beautiful. But why Sad Onion, and yet our fire rate is so bad? By the way, we do have one extra item. We had Eden's Blessing last time. I think these stats are okay, but the D8 is definitely an interesting choice. 7 rate of fire, 1.27 damage is pretty terrible. Oh my god. Okay, so what's the game plan here? Really, I mean, we can function on this floor with these stats against like weak enemies, but against Ragman or something, we'd love to have some bombs because we don't know what's coming for us, dude. I would say really with the D8, we should be able to kind of continuously reroll until we hit something a little bit more functional for us. This is obviously not where we want to be. What we want to see is probably like a low range, high rate of fire, high damage situation. Because we're usually... Okay, that's fantastic, too. You gotta sacrifice something, right? I think, in theory, you actually can just get the D8 to give you only positive rolls, but... It's not, it's kind of unrealistic to hope for, right? So we're gonna leave that behind just in case our next roll is bad. And this is how you know I'm in this for the long haul, you know? We're doing everything right here. We're gonna try to do the little things right, at least. If there's another room that has combat on this floor, which as of right now is looking a little bit suspect. Okay, there we go. Just cream him, dude. No, not that guy. He was just a little wee spider, dude. Those guys, no, it's just another spider, you fool. You gotta work on your target selection. You're like me in Warzone. You're shooting at the wrong thing. There you go. Oh, yeah. We get in there. Yeah. Okay, we even got a key now. Not that we're gonna use it for much. Honestly, Daddy Longlegs is probably one of the absolute... this is actually a little better. It's one of the absolute best items we could have hoped for in this situation. So I'm going to hold it here for now. I know you're like, it's not good enough to hold, but I actually disagree. The only thing we're missing is damage and speed. Okay, well, it really did affect us there, unfortunately. Again, the target selection, brother. This is big, this is big. You missed, kind of. Damage and speed. So if we could just get, like, in particular, a speed upgrade would go a long way. It's not speed, but it is stats. I mean, this is kind of good as well. I don't know. I don't know where we stand here. Now we're really just one tiers upgrade away from being in a pretty solid spot. Our speed is completely okay. Our damage is fine, and I mean Daddy Longlegs helps out a lot. Do I have to get close enough for you to realize this exists? Okay. Help me. What we're looking for, first off, is a new glasses prescription, because this floor is essentially completely obfuscated. But secondarily, just a single tiers upgrade might actually leave me in a position where I don't feel compelled any longer to use the D8. Don't get me wrong, the D8 is kind of a potential savior for us. Just keep them separated. Okay, look at that nice little stutter step. Put him right where you needed him. I don't know. Like, I feel like using the D8 here is kind of inviting a little bit of danger into our lives. 'Cause the run as it is right now is fairly properly balanced around the axes I want. You know, rate of fire is bad, but not that bad. Damage is as good as it's been. In fact, it's 4 times better than it was, well, roughly 4 times better, than it was earlier. So I'm hesitant to go back to those dark days. That's okay, though. Let's see what our item room entails. In all likelihood, it'll be some kind of weird, you know, bomb effect instead of an item that actually has a meaningful effect on the game. But, you know, we got Daddy Longlegs from our last item room, so perhaps that kind of cynicism is not warranted right now. Here, I'll say what you're thinking. For now, we're just gonna hold it. Like a child on a road trip. We're just gonna hold it. Do you have like a road trip or an event you've taken in your life, travel-wise, where you're proud of how long you didn't have to go to the bathroom? I'm eating! One time, Kate and I drove from Vancouver to Portland. Shh, we don't want that. It would give us the ability to get a deal with the devil for a red heart, but I don't think it's worth it. That's a bummer too, but whatever. And I swear to you, I didn't have to go to the bathroom the whole time. Now, as soon as we got to the hotel, I was like, I need to go immediately. But still, I also feel like there have been flights to Japan where I didn't go to the bathroom the whole time. Now, I'm not saying it's anything to be proud of. If anything, going to the bathroom on an airplane isn't that bad. You know, it's not like they have to pull over the airplane. Pull the airplane over, I guess, while you wait. These are not good enough. It's a dangerous situation. Do we have a battery charge? We don't. Alright. I'd say that's a bit of a whiff, but it's close to a wash. Somewhere between a whiff and a wash. We'll see how the rest of this goes. Certainly a very weird and potentially dangerous run thus far. We do have HP now, though. Daddy Longlegs, again, saves us a lot of trouble. Well, this is suboptimal. I really, like, here's the thing. You know, if you're the dad on the road trip, you gotta pull over from time to time. I really don't like pulling over while I'm on the road trip, though. I mean, if you're driving for, like, days, obviously, it's non-negotiable. And, you know, if you're on, like, a bus trip or something, yeah, you're gonna have, like, a little lunch break where they're like, hey, 15 minutes, go buy something from the vending machine, use the bathroom, etc., etc. When I'm driving the car, though, I prefer to... I mean, I guess everybody prefers to not have to stop, but... I'll put myself in great physical discomfort to make it happen. Because then you gotta re-merge, and we're making great time, and the traffic is light right now, but we're cutting it close. Well, without giving us shoop-de-whoop, we really don't have to worry about making a choice here then. Dude, Daddy Longlegs, thank the Lord we got this item. I'm gonna keep rolling, I think, but this is not a bad roll. But it's just, I don't know, here's the thing. On an Eden run, where we started with kind of subpar stats, I don't know if I'm ever gonna be content. Like, I don't know if we have enough base attributes to recombobulate it and make a run we're actually impressed with. But that's okay, because really Daddy Longlegs right now is leaving us in a position where we're killing enemies way faster than we have any right to. I think there's two pieces, and we don't even need both of them, but I think there's two pieces that make this run a win without even worrying about 0.47 speed, huh? Without even worrying about the remainder of our stats. One of them is a good orbital. The other one is a spirit heart generator. If we can get both of those, this is already a win. But I feel kind of silly saying it, because if you can get both of those, pretty much any run is already a win. If you get a spirit heart generator and an orbital, you're kind of off to the races, even in the worst possible situation. That's helpful. It is helpful. That's not. Do you think this is a secret? This is a secret room. Okay, I'm just gonna do this instead. No offense, my keyless friend. I do wish to buy Sackboy, but I more wish to maybe just get some spirit hearts. We got to see how things shake out. One thing's for certain, this is not our run. We need speed. Speed is the number one most desirable possible option. Okay, we got speed and range at the expense of tears and damage. That's really bad. And Curse of the Unknown is just mocking me right now. At least we have a bomb for the boss if we need it. I don't know. I think Daddy Longlegs will do good work here. So the only... If you're rooting for me to lose, then keep it up. We probably won't, but this is one where we've at least got a threat level. If you are rooting for me to win, you should be rooting just for stats. I mean, specifically, some stats are worth more than others, for certain, but... We got... we just need to make the pool larger. Right now, the pool is too small. It's like an above-ground pool outdoors. You can only fit, like, you know, 2 full-sized adults in it before they're bumping into each other every time they take a turn. I had an above-ground pool. I mean, an in-ground pool is like the ultimate sign of opulence. I'm here to tell you, and this is not fair, if you've ever complained about anything, but you have a pool that is set into the ground outside of your home, your complaints have fallen on deaf ears, whether you believe it or not. Okay, I think this is a must, unfortunately, because our HP is going to suffer a little bit. Now, God forbid, statistically, there's probably a couple of people watching this that fit into this boat. Here's the thing. If you have an indoor, in-ground pool, I do not dislike you, I don't hate you. But you really gotta watch your complaints, okay? Because any complaint you have can be met by, yeah, but you have a heated pool just outside of your room. I went to a birthday party once. One of my classmates had a... I don't even know how to describe it. It was like a blank check room from the movie Blank Check, where a kid has unlimited money. He had like a home theater system on the second floor of his home that was just for him. Had a ping pong table, foosball table, big screen TV, Dolby 5.1, which was like, you know, consumer state of the art back then. It was, it had an overhang that looked onto a heated indoor pool. So, you know, you get invited to this kid's birthday party. You're like, what should I bring? And they're like, oh, a swimsuit. And you're like, it's November. But, it's not... look here, I understand that your problems scale and become, you know, anchored to your actual, your life, you know? Oh, that's good. That's decent there. So it's not like if you have an indoor heated pool in your home, you can't have problems. All I'm saying is you gotta at least recognize your problems all come into the context of you having an indoor, in-ground heated pool with a diving board. Come on, man. Really? That's all I'm saying. I don't hate you for having it. But if you're ever like, my stupid mom packed ribeye again instead of tenderloin, everybody's gonna be like, shut up, dude. Shut up and go for a swim. Might as well go for a swim. Nobody hurts. I don't know if we keep rolling here. Like, I guess we do. That was a huge whiff. But here's the thing, like, our run now, almost all of our damage is kind of static, you know? We have Little Brim. We have Daddy Longlegs. And then we have us, who is just kind of like commanding, you know? Those who can't do are teaching right now. I don't believe in that sentence, by the way. Those who can't do teach. It's not true. Educators are, you know, the spirit of our society, in my opinion, preparing the next generation. Plus, it's not even like most people are like, you know, oh, I can't do, I'm gonna teach. Most people are like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, I might as well teach. That's how you fall into it. Or alternatively, like, You know, I had a pretty good time in school, so I'm gonna teach. How dare you give me 1.37 damage this late in the game? I can't believe we got tagged again there. And I resent this one, Michael Dublé, right now. Because it's not even like we're being zany by using the D8. I'm of the honest to goodness opinion. I'm of the honest to goodness opinion that the D8 is kind of like our mechanical play. Like, I think it's the play you make to maximize your chances of winning. Now, here it's a no-brainer because we basically just have to keep rolling. Because all of our stats are bad, except rate of fire, which is okay. That's slightly better, maybe, at best. Wouldn't mind. I don't know if Daddy Longlegs can actually crush these rocks. We gotta reroll again. Alright, that's an acceptable improvement. Dude, I have no idea. Look, I don't know what to tell you, alright? What I do know is that, why don't you just give me another, like, damage-independent item? Why don't you give me, well, Succubus is not literally damage-independent, but why don't you give me, like, a mom's knife? Okay, Eye of Belial is interesting. It's poison in one bite. We have not seen our item room, right? Yeah. Okay, this is big. I think we still, I mean, Tarot Cloth would be super nice, but I think we just need to buy some Spirit Hearts, brother. What a waste of everybody's time. So I know that's the shop. Our item room oh, never mind, it's right there. That's actually pretty sweet. Thank you. I think we re-roll just to try to get some kind of... I know I want Spirit Hearts too, but... Where do we go? This one is wild. Let's put it that way. It's a wild one. Oh, plus 12 rate of fire and minus damage. Should be illegal, quite frankly. It's borderline a war crime. I don't think you should be able to have a plus 12 to tears. That's just insulting. This is brutality. No, Jarek. This is not a brutality. It's a fatality. But again, I really can't express enough magic mush. That's what I'm fishing for. Oh my god, let's try. Relax. Something's wrong. Bad trip. Incredible. Truly incredible situation we've found for ourselves here. I'm gonna be honest. I think that some of our success hinges on Lucky Rock. I don't know if we're gonna get there here, because we're also going to be just rolling this, but I think we should have taken it earlier. Alright, it's bad-ish, but it's something. So this, I mean, I'm genuinely a little perturbed, and a little frightened, to be quite frank. I will say, by the way, we're going to probably have to pause this video midway. We got a veterinarian's appointment that came up. Everything's cool. Tomo just, he was running around and he kind of like scraped his nail, and then, you know, it's not a gruesome sight, but it's not pleasant to look at. So we got to take him into the vet, of course. But thank God for the pause function in OBS. That's all I'm gonna say. So we'll probably, this will be a two-parter, but it won't even have to be edited. What a world. Thank God for Daddy Longlegs and Little Brim. If we could really, I mean, I'm at the point now where I'm just like, just give me the HP enabler then. You don't even need to give me the orbital. I'll tough this one out with Daddy Longlegs. Okay, that's the HP enabler. It's a heavy price we pay here. Please, please give me all of the keys. Please keys me. I do see the tinted rock. No keys? That's a very good bomb. It is a speed downgrade, right? But all the other stats come up as a result. Okay. Still, it's something. That's not very smart of me. I shouldn't have rushed in. Wise men say, only fools rush in. I don't think it's worth using our keys to get that battery charge yet. God, that's terrible. Now I think it's completely worth it. We spend 1 key for another ticket in the lottery. Dude, I'm telling you, if it were not for our speed, this would be our run. So maybe the play, and it's a little dicey because 0.64 is really bad, but maybe the play, this is not a great room to test it on, is to wait for a speed upgrade and then just roll this, because it really is fine. As long as our speed goes up, this run is completely okay. Oh, you really... He created an untenable situation where it was not plausible to thread the needle there, and then he shot a shot through the needle, which is just madness. God, you couldn't just give me HP, huh? Like... Not gonna do it. Okay, alright. That's a reference to Dana Carvey playing the elder Bush president in Saturday Night Live circa, I don't know, like 4 years before I was born, but we're moving on. That's where my head's at right now. Sure. I'll spend 2 keys and the bomb I got from the keys to crack this son of a gun open. This is probably the best resources I've ever spent on this whole run. If you want to know why I'm annoyed with this run when we have so many good items, really, I would be so amenable if we could just get, like, more than the 1 HP upgrade that we got. I would be so amenable, it would make you sick. You would think that I was being disingenuous. It would be saccharine. It would be over the top. It would be like, you know, you'd think that I was being disingenuous, like when Southern people say, bless your heart. That's not true. We wouldn't have been Midwestern polite. We would have been genuine polite. We'd have enough HP to just be like, hey, do your thing. This run is actually, now that we're busy offending people, I've had the opportunity to notice, this run is actually now, that helps too, it's extremely good. And our relatively low damage stat is completely offset by Little Brim and Daddy Longlegs and Eye of Belial in particular. So we really do have a win. It just requires a speed upgrade. Now, there are speed upgrades on shops, but it would have to be like the stopwatch, I think. I think the time has come to stop rolling. I never thought I'd see the day. But I think the time has come. If we don't have stopwatch, we will simply... Okay. Well, what I was going to say is buy Spirit Hearts, but obviously that's not going to happen either. Dagaz? Hagalaz. Hagalaz is worth a lot of money because of Small Rock. Or Lucky Rock. Yoink. Like, this is a huge room. You know there's probably going to be some skulls. So we back out of those. Get a Lover's card that we're going to pop because red hearts don't exist. We got a Spirit Heart, which I'm going to assume is thanks to the Mitra. And, man, you know what would be a great item here? Speed equals power. Remember that? Remember we were talking about that one? We had a lot of fun with that one, didn't we? Oh, MJ and I, we're going to have a heck of a time. Okay, we're not going into the curse room, because I'm not a fool. Instead, we are... I mean, this is, like, so similar to our last, like, 2 runs ago that I'm kind of, like, losing it right now. But we, at least on this one, we had the opportunity to choose, and we chose low speed in order to make our everything else better. I don't know. I guess bad trip is... You could do worse than holding this. Room full of demon hearts, maybe? Alrighty, never mind. Never mind. Let's move on. 23 minutes. It's not that bad. I still think this run's got a... It's got some potentiality. We probably do want to... Oh, this could be huge. Just a single red heart, dude. Okay, or 2 demon hearts is what I... A red heart container is what I meant originally. But we probably do want to open a lot of stuff, even if it has a cost associated with it. Oh my god. Just because the miter would be giving us a good chance to get some payout out of it. But I really, really, really think we're in here. The super dream is blank card Emperor. If we can get blank card Emperor, we're off to the races, dude. Something to replace D8 right now, because I'm so tempted to use it. And I don't know, now that I think about it, there might come a time where we want... I don't know. I disagree with my own assessment there. That was really bad positioning. See if this is Alges. It's Hagalaz. Hey, I'm not complaining. We got 2 cents out of it. Why don't you go take a swim in your indoor pool? Friends till the end. That's it. That's it, friends till the end. You got it. He said the word. Say the line, Bart. Yeah, okay, we'll full run reroll. It's very dangerous, don't get me wrong. But I think this run is both good and terrible. I think this could shoot us into normalcy. We have Holy Mantle, Chocolate Milk, Magic Mush, oh, Ma the Void, Tech 2, lots of HP, Bumbo. I mean, dude, this is... Still not incredible, to be fair. But pretty... It's safer. This is Holy Mantle, right? Yeah, that's the Holy Mantle effect. Death's List. Good deal with the Devil Chance on this floor. What do you get for the run that's got everything? So I'm not bouncing right away. We still got an item room to visit upon. Actually, the most important thing is for sure our shop, which definitely has the capabilities to elevate this run even further. With Holy Mantle, we really have no reason not to go into here. Judgment, Chariot. The Judgment is not a Demon Judgment. We'll still play it. What's this again? Bricano. Just use it. Feels very foreign to me to have so much HP. It's like, what am I supposed to do with this much HP if not get hit? It's very disconcerting. And you don't need me to tell you this, I'm sure. I 1 quadrillion %, this could be interesting, refuse to ever apologize for getting carried by a reroll machine. Because if this is your first episode, I'll forgive you. For everybody else, which is all of you, the number of times that we have lost a run due to doing a full run reroll exclusively for Zane-based purposes is at least in the double digits, if not triple. So this is like, when it works for me instead of the other way around, the comeuppance is satisfactory. Sure. Look, I mean, Chaos, I don't even think it's necessarily good. You know what? Nightlight. Isn't Nightlight a speed upgrade? Apparently not. Apparently not. Get me out of here. I don't want to spend 20 minutes trying to beat the boss. But this is good. Win 21. Did you see that diagonal walk? It never even entered into my brain. Like, it just, my brain just went, I got it. Don't sweat it. We got it from here. That was incredible, dude. This run still has problems, but the problems of this run are like you know, compared to our last run, are like the problems of a person with an indoor heated pool compared to real problems. Quite meager. No. Oh, yes. Okay, okay. We're getting a move on here. Curse of the Maze. We can probably make Death's List work pretty well. I mean, we could use the stats, for sure. We do have a, like an attack fly as well, which is like a real, it's a doozy. By our standards. Don't just throw your HP away. You know that's bad trip. You can always hold on to that. That's good. Dude, honestly, a room with a lot of enemies is like... It's like when they have, like, you know, free pretzel day at work. You know it's gonna be a good day. Even if you get some angry phone calls. What was your least favorite special day at school? I gotta tell you, I never... You're gonna laugh. I never really liked crazy hat day or crazy hair day. Actually, any holiday that requires you, or any special occasion that requires you to dress in a specific way is kind of annoying to me, or was as a child at least. Like on St. Patrick's Day, having to... Oh, hello, Bumbo. Having to wear green, or somebody over the age of 100 years old would pinch you. Always very annoying to me. How do you know I observe St. Patrick's Day, you know? Maybe I just woke up and was like, it's Wednesday. It doesn't mean you get to physically assault me. Maybe that's a little overblown. I'm not going to press charges. I'm just saying, you know, where do you get off? Halloween, very similar to me. I don't mind, you know, here's the thing. If you celebrate Halloween, I don't care. Go enjoy yourself, you know? I'm not a Halloween sort of guy, although I like scary movies. So, when, like, if you had to go to school, you were in costume. And actually, when I worked at a school, they made me make a costume as well, which was just true insanity. It was kind of annoying to me. They at the school I worked at in Korea, they were like, you have to have a costume. I was like, first off, are you paying for it? Because were it not for this, I would not be having a costume. Like, you think I'm really going to wear, like, this pirate outfit more than once? Not that kind of guy, quite frankly. You're thinking of Jonathan Depp? Then secondarily, like, what do you think's gonna happen? Like, kids are gonna go home and be like, Ryan teacher wasn't wearing a costume. And then the parents are gonna go like, what kind of school do we have you in? The teachers aren't even dressing up like historical figures and demons? We gotta pull you out of there. Anyway, long story short, they had like a little pirate hat. And I made an eye patch out of black construction paper. And I was a pirate. And everybody was like, your costume sucks. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Thank you. Couldn't you have just pinched me instead? I can weather the physical assaults, but the slings and arrows are too much. Alright, see, we had all this banter stored up. But like, crazy hat and crazy hair day were like even worse. Because they're not even like, it's not like as an adult you have like a crazy hat day where you're gonna go into work. I mean, I guess the closest thing you get is like Hawaiian shirt day or something. I have a question for you. If you work at an office that is not customer forward, why on earth is there casual Friday? I existed in this situation, just to be fair. Shouldn't it be like casual every day? Like, the job where I worked as a, well, I worked tangential to the insurance industry. Not to make it sound as suspicious as possible. Basically, I wasn't like an insurance salesman. I was involved in the administration of the insurance. It was, you know, basically glorified data entry and occasionally weathering angry phone calls from insurance agents who are like, what the heck, this quote is 3 cents more per person than I was told it was gonna be. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't do your first quote. That person was just trying to make you happy. I'm sticking to the actuarial tables, buddy. Anyway, regardless, I never saw a client in person. I had to wear, not a suit, but like business attire every day, you know, like a dress shirt tucked into slacks with dress shoes. I'm not necessarily complaining. It's fine, you know, I had to wear a tie every day. I don't mind wearing a tie. Like, that kind of dressing up doesn't bother me. It's only when they're like, you're a gremlin today, then I'm like, no thank you. But the reasoning that I had always heard is, well, there are client-facing people in the office, and they have to wear business attire, because otherwise, it's all a weird pyramid scheme all the way up. Their clients are wearing business attire, so if they're not wearing business attire, their clients are going to be like, these people are unprofessional, so they've got to wear business attire, and as a result, you've got to wear business attire too, because otherwise, it wouldn't be fair for the people who meet the clients, that they have to wear suits, but you get to wear a t-shirt and jeans. Well, you know what else isn't fair? The people who face the clients are making $85,000 a year, and their salary's, you know, like a public record for us, and I'm making $11 an hour. How you're not worried about how that makes me feel? Anyway, that office was actually pretty good. I dispute the notion of the business casual and the business dress code requirement. If you're facing clients, I understand. Look, like, I don't disagree to some extent on a logical level. Like, why should, you know, anybody have to wear a suit? It's not like wearing a suit necessarily immediately makes you better at your job. It does show that you're taking it a little bit more seriously, I guess. It presents the image that you're, like, you know, you're actually giving a crap. But at the same time, you can, you know, you should judge someone by their work output, not by, you know, whether or not they're wearing, like, a PAX West 2016 t-shirt, right? Or Lion merch or something like that. But I get it. But if you're not facing customers, dude, who freaking cares? Nobody. Nobody. So we're using it once. And it's a new era. Once is enough for me here. And I'll tell you, does Dad's Key even work? If Dad's Key works, we're going to use this to expedite this whole process. And I actually will not be late for the veterinary appointment. And to that, I say, thank you. Thank you, D6 room. You've done more for me than you'll ever know. Beautiful. Just having a single orbital alongside of this is so great as well. Thank you for being a friend. Down the road and back, I don't really know. You're a friend and a confidant. That's all I know, okay? That's all I got. Okay, we're heading back this way then. This is a dead end? Oop, see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Alright, we're pretty much made in the shade here. This is a super, like, spooky, kind of not very great run, but there's one thing I will say about it. It kept me intellectually stimulated the whole time. It was never a dull moment on this one. As we tried to puzzle out the proper use of the D8, I still have no idea how much of this run the D8 is responsible for in the positive or the negative direction, for that matter. But I cannot deny that one way or the other, we are safe. We're going to hit win 21. And considering how much time we spent exclusively on Spirit Heart rations in this one, I can be nothing but pleased. Now that is surgical orbital usage. We were right in its grill the whole time. Get me out of here. And no, I'm not going to fight Mega Satan. Are you insane? That's the play. Dad's Key still proving highly useful. Ah, you finally got me. You finally got me. I can't believe we don't have max level Bumbo. Probably because I've been picking up all the money. And by probably, I mean literally there's no other conceivable way it could be anything but that. We're close to the end of this one. You don't need to sweat. Oh, geez Louise. We still got bad trip too, so there's legitimately nothing stopping us. I'm stoked. This run, I personally think it was a good example of doing the little things right. Really, it's an example of doing the risky things right too, because that D6 room, it could have screwed us, but I think we looked at it through the lens of logic, you know? We said, this run's got an obvious glaring problem. Let's fix that up, and we're good to go. And look at that, we're good to go. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!